Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
The candidates going full steam ahead as the presidential election is just a little more than 2 weeks away, but early voting is underway right now in many states, including here in Michigan. Both tickets setting their sights on Detroit. Michigan is a crucial swing state that both Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump likely need to win in order to take the White House. Jacqueline Francis is on the political beat this evening. Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi, well, as you know, we've seen a lot of the vice president in the last 24 hours. Before leaving Michigan today, Kamala Harris kicked off early voting in Detroit with a campaign event at a local high school. She brought some star power with her. You'll see the singer Lizzo was there with her. Harris, who was wearing a Detroit vs. Everybody t-shirt under her blazer, had this to say to voters.
On Election Day, we don't want to have any regrets about what we could have done these next 17 days. And on November 5th and at the end of that day, we're going to look at each other and we're going to say, yes, the power was with the people and we made a difference. And that's the beauty of who we are as a nation. We know we can make a difference because the power is with the people.
Harris will be back in Michigan in a couple of days. Now, just last night, I was out here at Huntington Place covering the Donald Trump rally. Here's the pitch he made to voters.
With victory in November, we're going to take back what is ours, and it is ours. We're going to take it back, and we're going to bring back our jobs, our dignity, and our dreams. And standing before you tonight, I am proclaiming to the people of this state that by the end of my term, the entire world we'll be talking about the Michigan miracle and the stunning rebirth of Detroit.
The theme of Trump's rally last night was Make Detroit Great Again. Reporting live in Detroit, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Appreciate it, Jacqueline. Thank you. Early in-person voting is now open in Detroit. Keep in mind, though, state law only requires there be at least 9 days of early in-person voting. So in many areas, this option won't be available until October 26th, next Saturday. Our Shante Passmore spoke to Detroiters casting their ballots today.
Making every vote count.
Do what's right. Continue to vote because it will make a difference.
There are the issues.
Integrity and character. The abortion rights, and community. Someone who is willing to work with the community and not out for themselves.
Democracy starts here. Detroiters began their Saturday morning at the Northwest Activity Center early voting site. It's one of several voting locations open 9 to 5 and will remain open until November 3rd. This marks the first time there has been early voting for presidential elections since the law was passed in 2022.
Detroit has 16 days of early voting at 14 early voting centers across the city, and voters can pick the one most convenient for them.
The option allows people to avoid the long line seen at polling precincts on Election Day. Voters can also see their ballot enter a tabulator, knowing their voices will be heard.
I want to make sure my ballot counts.
To find an early voting site closest to you, just head over to clickondetroit.com. We'll also have more information on ballot drop box locations as well. In Detroit, Shante Passmore, Local 4.
Thank you, Shante. If you want to take advantage of early voting, we have everything you need to know over on clickondetroit.com. Just scan the QR code on your screen to see early voting locations, absentee ballot information, and more on how you can access your voter information. After a heated few days, staff at Bobcat Bonnie's in Ypsilanti have settled with the restaurant's owner. The restaurant says it will be issuing severance packages to the impacted workers. Workers told us they had issues with management and with checks bouncing before the restaurant closed. Bobcat Bonnie's corporate team says it will move to make quite a few changes at their restaurants in the future. Eastern Market officials released new rules for tailgating after a deadly shooting last month. Starting with the Lions' October 27th game against the Titans, tickets for tailgating must be purchased in advance through Eastern Market's website. Upon arrival, ticket holders will be given a tag to hang in their vehicle along with wristbands color-coded for each game. There will be a maximum of 10 people allowed in each area, which will now cover 2 parking spots. That means there will be fewer tailgating spots, but each one will be larger. Detroit police will be on site throughout the Eastern Market footprint, along with EMS and private security personnel. It's game day on the campus of Michigan State in East Lansing. The Spartans will be taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes later tonight in Spartan Stadium. A lot of excitement for that. MSU is looking for a change after suffering 3 straight losses. Hobie Artigue joins me now with what the Spartans need to do if they want to get a win.
Yeah, and so many things were going right at the beginning of the season because they came out of the gate, won 3 straight games, but they've played some tough opponents lately. Now 0-3, trying to bounce back after their bye week. Well, Michigan State is coming back from their bye week break tonight in East Lansing as they'll try to break their recent losing streak too. The Spartans won their first 3 games of the year, but have gone 0-3 since then. 2 of those losses, though, against 2 of the best teams in the Big Ten, Ohio State, and then facing undefeated Oregon on the road. Iowa, though, is no easy opponent, coming back to win the meeting last year against Michigan State. It is the start of the second half of the season tonight for a team at MSU that's ready to respond in these final 6 games.
I believe, and everyone in this building believes, we can win every single one of them. We're not going to be defined how the first half of the season goes. We want to be playing our best ball in October and November, those chilly night games where, it gets tough, you're not feeling as fresh as you were in August, but that's just where I think we're going to be thriving. We want to be playing our best ball. We're going to grind you down. We're going to make you play all 4 quarters.
And join us in just about 25 minutes or so for College Football Saturday. Jamie Edmonds and myself are in studio. Candace Davis-Price is in East Lansing for us tonight, and we'll catch up with some more Spartans and preview that matchup against Iowa coming up right here on Local 4 at 6:30. Michigan also in action right now against Illinois, not looking good against another top 25 opponent. We'll have an update on that one coming up in sports in just a little bit.
All right, appreciate it, Hobie. Let's get over to Ron Hilliard now. It's a perfect day for football, right?
Yeah, it's great here in Metro Detroit. It's great in East Lansing. Here's a look at what we're seeing across the region. Look at that, just like that. We're seeing beautiful conditions, a lot of sunshine today. The temperatures are comfortable out there. One of the things that we have out there, temperatures that had reached 70 degrees today, and we will see that for the next couple of days. So people are downtown along the riverfront. People are enjoying themselves at Belle Isle, at Rouge Park, Metro Park. Maybe you even went down to the New Center area for Pistons Land, a voting event that's happening in Detroit. 70 still right now in Sandusky and Lapeer. We're at 66 at Metro Airport and Romulus, 68 also in Detroit right now. So if you are in East Lansing, maybe streaming, watching us with the app, or just planning ahead up there, well, those temperatures are going to be about 63 at 7 p.m., 9 o'clock we're at 57. It is going to be nice out there. So heading out there later on this evening. Back here in Detroit right now, 66 at Metro. We're going to be around 54 as we get closer to midnight. Those temperatures tumbling overnight. I'll tell you about those warm temperatures over the next couple of days because they're going up. Will?
Appreciate it, Ron. Still ahead, see why college graduates are struggling to find their first job despite having a degree and relevant experience, and witness a piece of retail history come to a bittersweet end.